What's good, y'all? It's your girl, Rae.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Q.
And we are
The Goddess Babes. Welcome to the Goddess Babes Sip and Spill podcast.
where we deep sea dive into raw, unfiltered, heart-to-hearts between two best friends.
Gang, gang.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's gonna get wet, y'all.
It's gonna get wet.
What's up, Goddess Gang? How y'all doing? It's your girl, Q.
Hey, y'all. It's Rae.
And today's spill is going to be, can you be friends with an ex? Should you be friends with an ex?
And I guess maybe if we have time, are you okay with your partner being friends with an ex?
Okay. We could talk about it.
All right. It's gonna get wet. All right. So Q's gonna start.
Well, I kind of need to think about my
Oh,
answer
shit.
a little bit because I kind of got I could go either way. I think it depends. So let me formulate my answer. What you got though?
Okay. Well, I kind of wanted to think too, which is why I was trying to have you go first.
Okay, I'll
So
go
I could
first.
think, but
I could go first if you want. I mean, for me, I guess it just depends. I think I don't know. I don't know. It's very hard
this could be a tricky
because I
one.
feel like if there's no ties, like if you don't have ties, like a child or y'all share a dog, some people share their share
Yes.
puppy, their
pet
animals.
parents. Mhm.
Yeah. Then I would say I don't see the reason. I feel like if we was gonna be talking, we could have been together. Like I don't see I don't see
All or
the
nothing.
reason. I mean, I don't see the reason. But then at the same time, in my last relationship, we still talked for quite a while after we broke up. So there's that, but I can't see talking every day and doing all of that if one of us was in another relationship. I wouldn't see that happening. So that's why I say I'm kind of up in the air for me. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I am too. Like, what? I don't really have any exes. But
Okay, let's make a pretend one. Let's pretend you did.
Okay, let's pretend that I had an ex.
Yes.
I think me being me, you probably would agree with this. I would want to be friends. I would still want to be friends.
You would
Like,
absolutely. That's why I don't know what you needed to think about because you, without
because
a
I'm
doubt,
like, it could
you
be
would.
tricky.
It can be.
And you know me, I like benefits too, and pluses and surprises.
Correct.
So I could say friends.
Correct.
Then we'd be like fucking again,
Correct.
which is usually why I probably want to still be friends.
OMG.
Never mind, it's your turn.
Okay, so well, with that being said, do you think that would remain if you guys were both single? So what happened if one or both of you got into a relationship?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll have to, respect that boundary. If
Okay,
you into
so if you
those.
guys could see her face when she says respect boundaries, because
if that's your thing, you
look,
into that.
if a boundary is your thing, if y'all remember a few episodes back, we discussed boundaries. If you haven't tuned in, go check them out and then come back to this and hear her say if boundaries are your thing.
Yeah, do what she said. She's right. She is not wrong. But like, I'm just saying, like, you establish that type of what kind of relationship this is going to be. Is it going to be respectful to everybody involved if we have partners, or is it just going to be respectful to one another? Like, who's important here in this
Like
equation?
y'all just gonna stay
Is it
loyal
us
to each other,
versus yeah.
no matter what.
Yeah.
Then nigga, y'all should have stayed together. Because that's my okay. So if that's gonna be the case, why not stay together and try and make it work? I mean, I know everybody's not for everyone, no matter how
Yeah.
many times you may try and work through things. But I just feel like at some point in time, nigga, we could have just stayed together for all this shit. If we still
Yeah.
communicating all the time, if we still fucking on each other, and we still know what it is, but we not together.
Yeah, I mean that at that point, yeah. But like, if it's just some of those things, not all of them, like maybe y'all don't fuck on each other anymore.
But in your
But
case,
then
it
you
would
could-
be.
Oh, well, first of all, I don't know why she's trying to tell my business. I don't know where she gets off
How dare
saying
she?
that. But no, I'm just saying you may not. At some point, you stop doing certain
Right.
things, and then y'all could be like, could y'all be friends? Can you see yourself having moved on in a relationship, having kids or whatever, and then this person that you used to sleep with or do all whatever with
Mhm.
is just a friend, like coming around to birthday parties and like shit like that while you have moved on,
I
or
don't
like
see
in there
why.
with their family.
I don't see why.
So you would never want that.
I don't think so. I just don't see why. Like I said, prior to my last relationship, I'd have been like, hell no, like talk for what? And I still, part of me still feels that way, like why? Even throughout our breakup, and still would talk. I would be like, why? I would be confused sometimes by myself. I would be like, why? You know why? But I think I would have definitely been more dead set against it prior to my situation, and I was like, we did talk every day, if not every other day, and not much changed, minus the title and the spending time together. So in that regard, like I said, I would be confused, like why are we even still, like this doesn't make any sense, because also I feel in that instance it carries the hurt longer. You know what I mean? So it's like there's not that time to kind of figure things out, figure yourself out, and try and balance moving on and this and that. So that's another part of the reason I would say no. Because it makes it harder to actually move on. You're still connected in some way, shape, or form. You're still in that, no matter how you shape it or size it. So before, I would have been like, I'm absolutely dead set against it. This situation, I'm like, However, what I can say is if I was in another relationship or they were in another relationship, I definitely wouldn't, because I wouldn't want to disrespect my partner or disrespect their partner. So I definitely wouldn't see a reason to be. I think we were able to still do it, one, because all the feelings were still there, and two, because we were not dealing with other people. So if other people came around, I don't think it would be the same. For me, it wouldn't be the same case. I wouldn't be able to still do that because I think it's disrespectful. Like, I used to fuck on you heavy, and now I'm supposed to bring you around.
I used to do some things
I used to
you.
do some nasty things.
You used to do some nasty shit to me.
And so, how am I supposed to look in your face knowing, look in your face knowing I used to sit on your face, and then have you next to or in the same presence as my new partner? I just don't see how that would be okay.
I find it to be wonderful.
I know what you find it to be, because you would probably fantasize about having
that to be
both
a
of
fantastic
them.
situation.
I bet you do.
What a party.
Oh my God.
I'm with it. Come on, y'all. Let's do it. Let's get together. Come on. Come one, come all. Come hither.
No.
I think it would be entertaining.
I'm sure.
I think that would be very
I think it would be entertaining for you to come back and tell me what happened.
You wouldn't want to be there?
Oh, you would let me watch? I would totally watch. If you let me. If you let me, sure.
I didn't mean the nasty
wait,
time.
hold on.
I didn't mean the nasty time.
Oh, you didn't mean the nasty time?
I meant,
Oh, you mean just to be in the presence
yes.
of... Oh, I would totally do that, too.
Shizzle.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, guys. Another topic for another day. But I would absolutely be present, because I would want to see how that shit would play out.
Yeah, because I think
for sure.
But yeah, so like you said a lot, and it was, it came from a deeper place.
Yeah.
Than the selfish. Like I said, I'm gonna be friends, so maybe someday we'll get back together, or I'm gonna be friends because I'm gonna want to fuck on you. In the meantime, while I'm trying to find my next fuck onable. So, like, don't nobody want to just be dickless. Sometimes you do. You choose that life.
Yes.
But some other times you need to still have that backup, that right there that you can just
need your
grab real quick.
Man.
Yeah.
The maintenance man.
Keep everything in tip-top shape.
Yes. Make sure all the plumbing continues to work properly.
So that'd be exes. But I think that's why people have a problem with exes, because they be like, oh, you're just going to go back and fuck up on them, or like, Yes. If I do something that makes you mad, you got them to run back to their friends now until you want to fuck on them, or I make you mad, like I said. So that's tough. So having said that, that means you wouldn't be comfortable with your partner being friends with an ex?
Nope.
Like no type of
Friendship?
friendship? I mean, what if it's somebody? What if it's just
nope?
What if
it's a hard pass for me?
What if it's not an ex? Like for me, for instance, I don't really have those.
Correct.
So if it's just somebody that they had sex with before?
If you seen the bitch naked, no, it's not happening.
And see,
I mean, unless there's a child involved where they have to communicate.
Right,
but if there's no children involved, no, for what?
So you would be upset if you found out that somebody that is your partner's friend.
I wouldn't be upset because you're not going to do it.
They had. But people,
there's no reason for me
people
to be
don't
upset
disclose this information all the time. Sometimes because they've been friends for so long, they don't really consider that person their ex no more. They just consider them their friend.
Nigga, that's your ex. I don't care what term you choose to use nowadays. Okay, I don't know how progressive you want to be with this, but that is your ex.
See, and now me, I think I'll be okay with it until I had a reason not to be, I guess. Because I wouldn't want somebody to tell me I can't be friends with somebody just because I had sex with them. Who cares?
Hold on, y'all. We got a question in the back. Y'all can't hear the co-producer. Captain G over here, but he has a question in the back. What's up, Captain G?
What would be a reason that you wouldn't be okay? Like, that would
Like
change
what
your
would change my mind? If it just feels like it starts to cross a boundary, or it feels like there's more to it than what meets
Mhm.
the eye.
Mhm.
But if you with me, you with me. I mean, shit. If y'all want to be together, y'all will be together, I guess. Until you show me otherwise, what choice do I have?
Hmm. Yeah,
Everybody don't want each other,
that's true.
and some people have no problem like moving on and no longer dabbling in that old shit. Like some people are very much firm and
That's true.
never go back.
Mhm.
And
Some
you know,
people
and
said
I'm
they would
definitely a
never
second
spin a
chance.
block
They say they will
again.
never go
I
back.
never spin a
No,
block
once
again.
it's done, it's done. No matter
Absolutely.
if it was because of me, because of you, because just circumstances, whatever it is. Some people just don't do it. So I think it could be okay. Not everybody is gonna succumb to that person's pressure if that ex is even pressuring them.
That's
So
true.
it could be, especially if you guys really have a foundation and a genuine friendship. Like I feel like, because that happens a lot of times. Even when people get divorced, sometimes they be
They
like,
remain friends.
often,
Mhm.
whether they have kids or not, you see couples
Mhm.
that still remain friends.
Yeah.
Throughout life.
I have absolutely seen some
not
Lifetime
not
movies
for
like
you.
that. I've absolutely seen
that
some
just-
Lifetime movies
just,
like
just
that.
not for you.
Mhm.
Just
Just,
not,
I can say that I can completely agree with some of the things you are saying. It's very accurate and very true. However, I think the way my mind is set up, it just would not allow. Like I can't see it happening. Now that could change. It could change. It could. I don't know. But just the way my mind is set
but
up.
is
and the
that
way it
why?
works.
Because you just think that they could just run back to him or doing something? Or
I
like, what do
always
you
think,
think?
I always think
that-
something. I always think you could say hi, bitch. What? Because did you see how she looked at you when she said hi? Like that would be my that would be my thing. I would be like,
you
what?
can't see me. I'm blinking.
Yes, that's
like,
why I laughed. But
a lot. I'm just blink.
But no,
blink,
seriously, I just feel like a part of me really feels like seriously, if it was all like that, why didn't you try and work it out? Why didn't you try and stay?
Because some things
And
just
like I
don't work
said, I know
romantically, but they
everybody's
work in
not
other
meant
ways.
to be, but then how do you know? Like, how do you know you're ready to move on? How do you know that you weren't ready for this relationship, or that person wasn't right for you, and that you're ready to do other things if you are still so closely intertwined? Like, break it off and see.
Because for everybody's not wired like that. For some people, it doesn't take that much or take
That
that
is true,
long. You know,
but
everybody has a different process.
This is true,
in dealing
but
with
I
that.
said what I said, and I stand 10 toes on what I said.
Yeah, so everybody doesn't have that problem. Some people, then that wouldn't work for you.
Some
But
people,
everybody, if that's your issue, that's not going to work
yeah,
for
it
you.
wouldn't.
But other people,
I accept
you know,
it.
they probably like, yeah,
I
they
accept.
accept this go what
Mhm.
it's going to be, though.
I accept.
And so, you know, you ain't getting no more of this good.
Right.
Not even if I'm drunk. And we're both drunk. And it won't count.
Because it was still.
It didn't happen.
I don't remember. It didn't happen.
Just kidding. But
Kind
yeah,
of.
okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's probably all I have to say about that subject too. I would be open to it, I think, until
Until you couldn't be.
I
open
couldn't
to
be, or until it made me feel uncomfortable. But I'm not going to ever again stay in a situation where I feel uncomfortable. I'm not never say never
Correct.
moment, but I'm going to really make sure to take care of myself
Right.
in whatever relationship that I get in.
Oh,
So
yeah,
that
that's
I'm
a
not
must.
going to sit here and take something just to have, you
To
know,
have that
to have
person.
that person.
Right.
So
right.
and to prove that I'm strong
I'm
because I can
down,
handle
yeah.
anything and I'm down for
I'm
whatever
a ride
type
or
of
die
person.
'cause
Yeah,
I'ma let you do-
exactly. Because no,
Yes,
nigga,
yes.
no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what's
There's
good for
limits
me.
to this ride
Correct.
and dying. Limits.
I would do. There will lots of riding. There will be riding.
That's what she said.
There will be riding. So, but yeah, no. So I would do it until it makes me uncomfortable
Until it
or
makes you
whatever. And now for me, it would be difficult to go the other way if they said they didn't want me to be friends with.
Yeah, what about that?
'Cause I
Because
wouldn't
I
like
can
that.
totally see.
Because I feel
One
like
of
we
your
should all be friends.
situations-
We should always be friends.
I see when your situation's getting in a relationship and that partner saying like,
Yep.
I don't think.
And I'm not gonna handle that very well. I'm just gonna tell y'all now. So,
What you mean you ain't gonna handle it very well in what way? Like,
because I don't
why?
like people telling me that who I can and cannot be friends with.
This. I know.
Like I don't like that. I don't care who you are. You don't get to decide if I don't want to be your friend. I'm going to decide if I don't want to be your friend.
Oh my God. So
It's not your decision,
so let's
nigga.
just say
So-
you was dealing with Rae, and Rae girl says, "Look, I know you've been friends with Rae for a long time. It's Rae and Ray. I just noticed that.
I'm like, what is happening?
We're going to change his name. His name going to be James, okay? So.
Oh my God,
So
that's our dad's
James.
names.
Oh, both our dad's names are James. Well, shit,
No,
give me a
Ray
fucking
and
name.
James. Those are our dad's names.
Okay, my dad's name is James.
My dad's name is Ray.
Oh my
dummy.
God. Okay, we need it. What the fuck is another Jerome? Terrence. Okay, we got Terrence. Terrence is on deck. Terrence, you're up.
Oh, what up, T? My nigga Terrence.
Yes. So you've been dealing with Terrence for a long time, and of course, because you don't really do relationships, but y'all have had y'all's situationship. Y'all have what y'all have.
Mm-hmm.
And then Terrence decides.
I don't think I'll ever really be that close with somebody named Terrence.
Oh my God. Well, then, bitch, you name him because you see me struggling for a name.
No, like for real. No offense to nobody named Terrence.
Okay, so all the Terrences out there,
Terrence.
no one
I love like
understands.
T and shit like that. Like, no offense, but it wasn't.
Nigga, give me a name
I don't
then.
see
Give
it.
a name.
Like a nigga named like Chris or like.
Okay, we're
with
going to
some
stick with
initials,
Chris.
like some initials.
We're going to stick with Chris, okay? So, oh my God.
What? I'm just
the
saying.
hypothetical, and we
Really.
cannot get a fucking name for the hypothetical. Okay, so Chris, Chris's girl does not like or feel comfortable with you and Chris's relationship.
Dump her.
Knowing,
Breakup order. Obviously, she's
what
not
if
good for
Chris
you.
She ain't good for him because she
Correct.
don't want him dealing with you no
Correct.
more, and he used to fuck on you. Okay.
Yeah, get rid of her.
Why? What if he really likes her?
No, if he really likes her, that's fine. But
Well, how would you feel?
Because that means I feel like that means we're not really friends. Because it shouldn't be. If you're friends, you're friends. You
It shouldn't be
shouldn't
dictated
able
by
to just
somebody else.
dictate just because you're. Yeah, because now what we get to be friends again because this new girl is okay with it, and so we going back and forth. I don't feel like that's fair to the other friend. I really don't. If we're really friends and it's not like a, we trying to fuck on each other or anything like
Correct.
that, meaning you care about, just like if I was a guy friend and I'm
Mhm.
going to be around in your life forever, then
Correct.
you can't just pick me up and put me back down.
But do you have
not
like
fair.
any understanding towards the partner as far as where they may be coming from, or is it just
I would,
nope?
I mean, if they would explain it to me, maybe.
If the partner explains it to you,
or like if she has an issue, what's the issue? Yeah,
mhm.
like if you present it. But if you don't present me with an issue, then what's the problem?
so you
Like,
would be
if
a little
you-
more open or understanding if they were able to, or if Chris or the girlfriend was able to sit you down and tell you, well, this is what makes me uncomfortable. This is something
Yeah,
that I
'cause
picked
if
up on,
it's-
blah,
yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
if
As
that's what it
opposed to
is.
just, my girl said I can't be your friend no more, so
Yeah,
we
I
can't
think
do
that
that no
would
more.
be. I think that would be shitty.
Okay.
And I would feel like then we really wasn't friends, or like we really ain't friends then.
Right.
Because you gonna get rid of. I mean, and some people would do this too, because this has been presented. You gonna get rid of your homeboy too, like just because she say she don't like him, and yeah, some people I guess would. But I guess it would depend on the reason too. That's why I said if there's a boundary being crossed or whatever. I understand
Well, you're a
that.
naturally flirtatious person.
But I'm not.
So-
if I'm rubbing on your nigga leg, I wouldn't. That's not something I would do anyways. But that wouldn't be an issue. But I'm saying like if it's just you just don't feel comfortable because you're unhealthily attached or something to your. Why are you laughing? What's so funny?
Because
Why are you laughing? What's so funny? What I miss?
Well, because I'm just listening to what you're saying.
She's smiling
but
so hard. I don't know what's so funny. Like she's just got this big ass grin on her face I
because
don't
I'm
get it.
listening to what you're saying, and I'm feeling like you're mixing in the last situation in with this hypothetical situation, and I feel like you're starting to vent a little bit. So go ahead, continue.
No,
Because
I
you're
done
mixing
lost
in.
it.
You're mixing
now I
in.
done lost it.
So you said you wouldn't be touching on them like that or whatever. So you
Yeah,
would need.
so I wouldn't
that
see
you
what the
would-
problem would be for
right.
her to say you can't be friends with this person anymore. Yeah. So what did I mix in? I'm confused.
You're
And
you
this is
mixed
being
in some.
recorded, so I can't really go back.
You
and,
know,
like,
because
see.
you're mixing in some of the last situation as far as like not really being friends and getting a girlfriend and then this and this and this. So it's kind of like you're mixing in what happened this last situation.
No, I thought I was answering would I have a problem or
with-
would I be upset if she doesn't want us to be friends? That's what I'm answering.
Yeah, you're answering it, but it sounds like your answer is mixing in
I don't get it.
some of your last. Because we're not on that. We can't really go into detail unless you want to go into detail.
I
on
don't
your
know what
last
you're
one.
talking about.
This last situationship that you just had.
I wasn't talking about anything personal.
Um,
What the fuck? I'm so confused.
It sounds like you were mixing in some of the last situation you just had. Oh my God. I thought they were pretty good. What y'all sipping on out there? Y'all tell us. You got tea, coffee, water, wine.
I get what? Huh?
Well, we are called sip and spill for a reason. So you should always
Oh,
have you a
man.
little sip when listening.
You should.
So we need to know what you're sipping on, what she's guzzling on.
That dick. Yeah, I knew that was coming. She
Oh
did
my
that. She did that on purpose. She
gosh.
ooped me.
Oh, alley oop,
She ooped me.
alley oop.
Okay. So we'll go back, and I think what you were saying was you guys didn't agree when I said drop her if she says y'all can't be friends anymore, because as the friend, I feel like that would be fucked up. So I was trying to answer. Nigga. We in the same room. I can see you and hear you. What the? And you just. What the fuck? Oh my god! I was just getting back to professional.
Get into it.
Oh my god! That's gonna have to be edited too.
You didn't have
So
to pay attention to what
unprofessional.
I was doing.
I couldn't help. We have any more? Anyway, she was trying to get a refill. Can't she get a Anyway. So, like I was saying, yes, I would be upset and I would have a problem with your new person saying, putting you in a place where you got an ultimatum, or like it's me or her, or, you can't be friends with her anymore. I would be offended if I felt like we were truly friends. And what I was saying was, especially so if we knew that there was a boundary that we wouldn't cross, and like we no
Correct.
longer had those type of feelings, or would act on that, and we respect each other and their relationships and things going forward, that I feel like would mean that we must not have really been friends, because you can't just pick me up and put me down, and
Right. That makes
whenever
sense.
you feel like it, because your next spouse may very well be perfectly okay with it.
Right.
But you was in this last relationship for like 2 years, so we never really got to
You
kick
got
it,
to
hang
kick it
out,
and
and whatever.
talk,
That's
yeah.
not fair. So that's where I would stand with that.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
That definitely makes
and that's
sense.
why I said fuck that bitch. She ain't good for you.
She's no
So,
good.
no.
Well, I don't know. What you're saying makes perfect. I agree with what you're saying, but I also just know myself.
Comfort level and
Right,
yeah.
and
Yeah,
so
makes sense.
for me, I just know like I said, I can't never say never type thing, because I mean that's one thing my last relationship taught me: never say never. So I said some nevers, and I was like, oh my god. So I mean, you can never say never, but I get it would definitely. I would probably definitely say I'd have to play it by ear and see how they interact and see
Right.
what the vibe is. And then that'll let me know how comfortable I am or not with it, and then we could probably move from there. But I just can honestly say I just can't see it. Like I can't see myself being like okay with it, or just being like, oh okay, oh you guys are going to hang out, oh okay, like I really honestly can't see it happening. But I guess you never know. I mean, as I grow and
You
get
said what?
older, what's up, Captain?
That's what I'm doing right now.
What you doing
What are you
right
doing?
now?
I'm with y'all.
You ain't never dated neither one of us.
Correct.
You're right.
Correct.
Captain G out here, he just want to say some shit,
I
and then
know, right?
he is on the wrong topic, I think, because
You gonna let her talk about you like that?
well, because I'm like, he don't have the right topic. Like
It's not the right time,
now, if we want to go into just as far as friendships,
but you've already talked.
we've talked about
We
that.
have.
Yeah,
We
I
have.
don't think you were here that day, but we did talk about
Yeah,
we
we
did talk
did.
about that and the comfortability with that. But,
Yep. Go check that out. Go check
yes,
that out.
if you
Can
missed
men
it.
and women be just friends?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Yeah, I think I
It
would
just
definitely.
depends, yeah.
It would depend. It would definitely depend. And like you said, as far as being comfortable, I'm not gonna be like rocking with it and be okay with it just because I don't want to
Okay.
upset you.
Let me ask you this: what if y'all was like 57?
Just because. Fuck that mean? Like
Y'all mature.
no.
You mature. Okay, 63.
I was about to say, if you gonna cheat, you gonna
What if
cheat.
y'all was in the
I don't
nursing
think
home?
there's an age gap.
Right, yeah.
What if y'all was in a nursing home?
Well, in the nursing home, I assume we all just gonna be friends 'cause we happy we still alive and living. So I'm assuming we all gonna be trying
What
to
if
be
he was
friends in the
fucking
nursing
Betty?
home.
Wait, what if he was a fucking? You found out he gave Betty his Jello
Not if he
after you had
gave-
asked him, did he get Jello? And he said, no, they didn't give me Jello today.
So then
And you found out 'cause he had gave it to
wants-
Betty.
He wants me to slap him.
And then
Betty.
Thelma
Because
said that
Betty, you
she
took the
sucked his
Jell-O.
dick that one time during gameplay,
and then it would be a problem. Because when we're playing bingo, we should be only playing bingo. There should be nothing else going
Bingo.
on. So there would be a whole problem if you out here canoodling, giving bitches jello, and getting felt up while we playing bingo.
But I'm just saying, so that's the age that you cut off?
What you say, Captain?
Y'all all friends, you said.
We was friends until you was giving bitches jello. We was friends until, remember I said there would be limited. I would have to see how you vibe, and your vibe is you giving this bitch jello. So therefore,
Sorry,
we
Betty.
would have to stop. Yeah, I'm sorry, Betty.
Sorry,
You
Betty.
better find somebody else to get you some fucking jello. And I don't even like jello, but I bet I take it. I bet I take it. So, yeah. So I don't know. It would definitely have to be something that I will play by ear, and I would definitely have to at least be with a man who would, if I did have concerns about it, would at least reassure me of said concerns,
Right,
or
yeah.
whatever the
Yeah.
case may be. You know what I'm saying? Because that could go a long way too. If I tell you I have concerns, then let's address
That's
them and
yeah.
then figure it out from there. But if you never address them, you just gonna let me. The way my mind works, I come up with a worst case scenario every single time I ask you, and you don't
And
answer.
does.
I will have a worst. By the time it's said and done, I will have you married with this bitch with 5 kids, and you never ever told me why you were living with me. I will have a whole different scenario came up with by the time you could have just answered my initial question. So it's very much so better for you if you just
Better
answer
for
me.
you.
If you just
She says
answer,
with snapped in her eyes.
better not snapped in the eyes.
She said,
But it is.
I'ma write a
It is
book.
very much
Snapped in her
so.
eyes.
You would do much better, and you would probably prefer. You may not know your preference, but I'm telling you, you would prefer to just answer me
again, with snaps
when
in her
I
eyes.
ask
Like,
you,
wowzers.
and then we could eliminate all of this shit altogether. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I get
That's
that.
what's best for you.
I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, Captain G? What's interesting? Captain G back here. He just what, Captain G? What's interesting?
No, I mean, you guys are on two separate ends of the spectrum, but you know, you guys
Yeah.
understand each other well.
Mhm.
So it's interesting. So
Yeah.
There's lots of times we're on opposite sides, but it's still somewhere in the middle that
Yeah,
it's like,
usually.
yeah,
Most things.
yeah. Well, because that's one of the reasons that I do like talking with Rae is because she's so out of the
Because
box.
it's me,
Well, there-
obviously.
Okay.
She loves me. She's not the only one, because her checkout bay. Shout out to you.
Oh my god.
She talked about I was cute today.
Oh goodness. So
Oh, we're not doing that?
no.
Okay.
So what I was saying, okay, and Captain G gonna co-sign because he got hit on at a different store.
He did, 'cause
Okay,
we both got
so-
checkout bays. This is when Q would say, nothing. Well, I would know right
wouldn't
now.
know. Okay, I wouldn't know about a checkout bay. I wouldn't know.
we're gonna find you.
We gonna get her a checkout bay.
I
y'all.
wouldn't know.
We gonna get her a checkout bay.
But that's one of the reasons that I love our friendship and like talking with Rae because she is so out of the box. There is no box actually.
yeah.
So she's a very different type of thinker. And while I'm a different thinker, my different thinking is totally different from her, from her different thinking. So first of all, we can always find a medium. We can always meet in the middle with things, but sometimes we become from total opposite ends. And
That's
so
facts.
it's very interesting when we talk because, well, I don't know about for her, but for me, I always get something. Like sometimes there are times where she gets me to say, okay, well, I could see it maybe. I mean, I'm still stand
That's how
10
you know
toes
she
on
don't
what
like
I
that. She
said.
just- yeah.
But I mean, I can see it, I guess. Like I fuck, I guess, you know what I'm saying? So it's very interesting when we have conversations and different things because, and I think that's what good conversations are for, to help you see something outside of what you may be thinking. And if a person can kind of sway you even a little bit and be like, maybe I can see that happening.
So you say sway, my booty go. And do a little swoop.
It's
That's not what I
because
said.
we can't ever.
Oh my gosh.
This is what the conversations are like.
Because it was swaying like a little rock the boat.
Like a wave.
Doing like rocket, but sway. Anyway, yeah, as she said, it's a vibe having a conversation with me, as it is a vibe having a conversation with her, which is why we blessing y'all in y'all ears right now. That's why we brought it together.
And then we got Captain G in the background.
Literally in the background. I'm
Literally.
like this. We gonna play this back and we gonna hear.
You're going to hear him all up and through.
Help!
All up and
Help.
through.
What nigga? What?
But it's also
we not
good- you don't
kidnapping
need
you,
no
holding you
damn
hostage.
But it's also good because it gives a man's perspective. Because even though Ray kind of has a man-like mind,
Okay.
sometimes
Okay.
she's not a nigga. So
I'm not a nigga.
sometimes it helps to have a man's point of view. Now, whether or not we listen, it's a whole different story. But it's
Definitely
always,
or not. It's definitely or not.
It's, but it's
I'm just
definitely
saying.
nice
No
to
offense, but
have.
it's definitely or not.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to have that other, that other side to it, because
Yeah.
there are things that we come from as women from an emotional. Me a lot. I'm very much more emotional. So there's things that we come from emotional and nurturing because we're women, we're mothers, and
We got
Captain G
kids.
over here. I'm a mother.
I got kids.
Then Captain G over here comes from the logical man.
It's
not-
it's not
man
necessarily
process.
logical.
It's a logical, because men always think they're more logical than women in
Think,
their thought process.
yeah,
They
think
always think they're
logical.
more logical.
I never said that.
You didn't say it,
He
but
didn't- yeah, he
you
didn't
never
say
have
that.
said that.
She's
but
just saying this.
yes,
You didn't say that, but she's just saying
right.
this.
yes, yes,
Fucking gems. Y'all hearing them? I'm hearing
Yes,
some good
yes.
shit.
So with that being said, again, I said it with my chest, 10 toes,
And if she said it with her chest, it was loud.
10 toes,
It's loud.
10 toes.
Y'all don't
All
know
right.
these titties.
Are
It's
they
sitting
sitting on
pretty.
this? Hey,
They are high. They
Hey.
are up here.
hey. So
It is happening.
all
and
day,
they, like,
every day,
up
you can
there.
find us here.
That's it. That's fucking
So,
it.
so, but yes, we're gonna be hitting y'all with so many different
Yeah.
good topics and conversations.
Yeah, y'all
Sometimes you guys are gonna hear these type where it's a little funny and we go back and forth, but then we also got some more in depth and serious conversations lined up for y'all along the way. So we're gonna have a little
Yeah.
bit of everything. We're gonna have a little.
We'll
bit of
cover
everything.
all your emotional needs.
I know I will, cause I'm a crier, y'all.
That's facts, and I
Shut
will just
up.
no. We have to talk. It's a podcast.
Still,
I can't shut up.
tell them my
I
business.
gotta keep talking.
Tell them my business.
Cause they want me, baby.
I want you, baby. Yes.
But yeah, so yep, y'all gotta stay tuned. Next spill, we're gonna be diving into.
If you are friends with somebody, do you mind if they are friends with somebody you don't fuck with?
Mhm.
Like, can your friend be friends with somebody who you be like, ew, the fuck you friends with that bitch for?
Well, from the sounds of it, no, for you, because that would be rude to talk
Actually-
about my friend like that. That would be very rude to say something like that about the person that I care about, motherfucker. Like, what do you mean?
I mean, that's just how we gonna present the
fuck?
question.
Yeah, okay.
But we gonna
Okay.
give them answers. We gonna give them answers. Find out, because she clearly she thinks she know what my answer is just because of the way I phrased it, but she don't know.
I don't, but it depends. Depends on what that person did. See,
Say it again for the bitches in the back.
it depends on what that person did.
Correct. But
And just so you know, it ain't a whole lot because she just is unforgiving. yeah, she was gonna. Yeah, motherfucker, what you was gonna say? Go ahead, say what you was gonna say. Let it out. She was. You can tell. You can see it in her whole fucking face. She fixed her lips up She pumped her chest out, walked straight up to the mic, opened her mouth, ain't nothing come out. She ain't said shit. Lie if you want
what
to.
I was gonna say is,
Hell
I'm
no.
trying to work on myself.
Oh, now I'm the bad guy. Fuck that.
With that being said, I'm trying to work
Nah,
on
I'm
some
the bad
things
guy.
within myself.
Yes, we all
and,
are. We all gonna work on ourselves. We are.
Correct. But y'all got it.
That's a good thing. there,
It's the
friend.
blast. Thank you very much.
It's wonderful.
So,
It's wonderful.
wonderful, darling, wonderful. So y'all got to stay tuned for the next sip and spill. We're gonna get into it. You're gonna hear our answers. You may hear a little bit of Captain G giving some feedback or input. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, you want to reach out to us, Ray, tell them where they can get to us at.
TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at The Goddess Babes. And you can email us, Rae and Que at thegoddessbabes.com.
Yes, gang.
Ew. Stay wet.